What's up, guys? It's Grayson Troy, and I want to show you how I like to do my permanent color melts. This is how I section out the hair from ear to ear, and I always like to section out the money piece. I start with my base color behind the section of the money piece, okay? And then I like to just kind of separate that. So I'll apply that depending on, whatever I'm trying to create. So in this case, I'm trying to create more of a teardrop, so you could tell it's a little less in the front and it gets a little deeper towards the back. I like to keep the sides separate because what I like to end up doing here is I actually like to apply the base color naturally in the natural fall of the hair. So I'll kind of work my way up in these diagonal sections, just making sure that it has time to process, especially starting in the front. Now, in this individual case, I actually do not want to put a dark color around the face frame. Otherwise, that would be the first place that I start. But again, I think that just by sectioning out the way the hair naturally falls, it actually is better for me in the long run, and it allows me to see the way, the color melt's actually going to affect the pieces that I lightened. So I work my way up to the part, and then once that front hairline is done and the back is done, I'll actually kind of hit the entire front piece here with my blonde tone. I'm using Muck Permanent Color, which is super impressive. You can manipulate it however you want it. I'm just really impressed with the tone so far. I like to use my G-Box, which is on my website for sale, www.graysontroyhair.com, in order to kind of separate the money piece. And then what I like to do in order to speed up time, especially because I'm behind the chair so much, is I like to take these longer sections. Instead of working horizontally, I like to go more vertically. It allows me to really see where the depth is on the blonde. And so what I'll do is I'll continue to take these sections and just apply my blonde. I'll brush the melt down a little bit. I'll make sure that I can see where the dark color is in case I maybe missed a spot or I don't feel like it's going down deep enough. And then I will just apply the blonde tone to it and continue my blend. I'll continue this section both ways, but the real trick is when I get to the front of the hair, a way for me to basically make sure that I'm not getting any color onto, the blonde hair or anything like that. Something that, I feel like I've been doing behind the chair now for about 2 months. That's really helped. So as you can see, I'm continuing to just apply the blonde tone here in the back. And if I see anything that I don't like, I can easily just, add the root color to it. Brushing out, some people are afraid to brush when it comes to the darker color, but I just feel like it kind of just helps to break it up because I end up blending the two colors with my fingers in that midsection to kind of create like a slightly darker blonde formula. I'll continue this as I keep going. Now, I'm not sure if you're doing it horizontally now. I've done it horizontally up the back for a really long time. I just feel like when you hold it out, you can really see like the way that it's going to fall better. A little bit more realistic, and it allows you to kind of work a little bit faster behind the chair with these type of sections. Saturation is key to this, so, maybe take smaller sections in the beginning or break it up into half sections, but try it vertically and let me know what you think down in the comments. Again, this is something I've been doing behind the chair now for over 3 months, and I've just been finding that the blends are super awesome. Okay, they come out pretty precise. Again, don't be afraid to brush it down because, again, you want that blend to happen. Now, once we get to the side here, this is where I feel like it's really kind of changed for me because I used to start at the bottom or I used to be afraid of like overlapping. But what I actually do is I take a diagonal starting in that corner. I blend it, where the two colors meet with my fingers, and then I just put it back. And I feel like by doing this, I've been able to really minimize all of the transfer of the darker tones or darker colors, and I haven't really gotten any darker color on any of my blonde because now as I flip it over, it's sitting and it's also out of the client's face, which is really good, especially when it comes to being neat, which some people have said that I'm not the neatest, but working on it. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and apply my lightener, and it allows me to just see the way the hair is falling since it's on that diagonal and you're going to really see it. And then you could kind of take that bottom section, just pull it back, and, you're going to be basically all set. The reason that I like to tone the money piece first, which is something a little bit different, is because especially with permanent color, you need that time for it to work. Here's the finished product. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate you guys. Subscribe for more, and thank you.